Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're a subscriber, hello and thank you for viewing my channel. If you're new here, I just wanted to kind of come on here and talk about my planning or my planners that I am potentially going to be using, where I'm at right now with my current everyday carry and that sort of thing. I will try to make this very brief. I don't have a lot of time. I do have a newborn, and so time is very limited when you have a newborn. So this is my everyday carry. It's my wallet. I've done a flip through of it on my channel. You can go ahead and view that. And that's not what I'm going to do today. But I just wanted to kind of talk about the layout, how I am bored with this layout style. And I don't know if I'm necessarily bored with the size of the planner or how I'm setting it up, but I do know that this specific layout I'm just bored with. I need something different, need something new, need to change it up. I typically don't like changing the layout from week to week. It's really not my thing. I try to keep the layout the same for a whole month if I can. And then there are some times where I do change the layout in the middle of a month. And it's fine. I just don't prefer it. I don't like to look back and see the different layouts. Not really my thing. Anyways, this layout idea I got from Monique. She has a ton of great ideas. I love her channel. I watch her all the time. But, you know, I'm just not sure that it's working for me anymore. I haven't forward planned. I've just made the August calendar. I was going to do a layout like this where I split the pages this way. I've done it before in the past, except the way that I did it was I believe I did Monday through Friday on it, if I remember correctly. And that was just, it wasn't enough room. It was just way too narrow and skinny of a area, I guess, if you will, to write in what I need. I do have somewhat big and sloppy handwriting, so I need a little bit more space than that. I've just penciled it in because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I've made the mistake of forward planning in previous planners, and I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay, sorry, false alarm. And I have regretted forward planning because I can't change it, and then it will cause me not to use my planners. So that's kind of where I'm at with this one. I do have quite a bit of pages left. I'd say I'd have, nope, that's not, I can't. So, you know, not a ton. It gets dirty because this goes in my purse every single day and it goes with me, but, you know, not like a ton, but I have quite a few pages left in the book. I've done some journaling back here. Didn't really care for that. I don't really like having a journal and a planner in the same book, which is fine. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with this one. So I decided to order a A6 Stalogy, and I got this cover off of Etsy. I cannot remember for the life of me what the shop is named. Is it, I want to say it's Paperbound Creations, but I might be wrong on that. But anyways, you know, sometimes just having a different cover, even just a different, like, clear cover with my own cover on the front that I've made, or whatever you want to call it. I call this cover is a cover to me with a clear cover, but whatever. You call it whatever you want. That's what I'm calling it. And this is just some sloths, which I thought was really cute. They're all sleeping and it just says energy saving mode. I added some stickers to it. This came from a shop. It says on the back. I'm not going to take it out right now, but that's not even the point. The point is that, you know, this is what I am currently thinking about using for August forward. I have had an Stalogy before. I'm sorry. An A6 Stalogy before, and I used it for, what did I use it for? I used it for words what in the world did I used it for? Oh my goodness, memory planning. Wow. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. And it wasn't really what I wanted to use it for anyways. So I have gone and kind of set up the month. Well, it's not complete, but I am setting up my weeks for the month of August. I am kind of doing like almost like a mock Hobonichi style, if you will. I'm not sure that I will keep it this way, but I do love the way it looks right now. And I think that's because I can control what size each day is going to be. And I have decided also too for the month of August, not that you can tell by this, that I'm going to do like blue and purple because my cover's purple. I have I can't actually really show it because I did not cover anything up in the front. Maybe I'll do a flip through at some other time, but I do have like blue, purple, and tealish, greenish, tealish washi tape on the front that I used, and I kind of just decided to use that as my color theme, if you will, or color palette that I wanted to use for the month of August. And, you know, who knows, I might use it for the remainder of the year that way. I don't really know. This is just kind of, you know, deciding what to do in that moment. So this is, you know, what I have so far. I've obviously stopped here, but, you know, I really actually like it. And I think this layout will work pretty good for me. I am wanting to use this as an everyday carry, so I'm wanting to also use it as my wallet. I do have it set up in the front for carrying my credit cards and my ID and that sort of thing. I just am not sure. I think I'm going to actually use this once August hits. I just am not 100% positive, I guess I should say. I don't know that I want to use this size. So this is kind of a trial run, which leads me to this guy. This cover, I don't even know what it is. I thought there was a name in here somewhere, and there clearly is not. I want to say it's maybe an Echo Park or a... Of course I can't remember the other one. I actually just found a cover on Amazon and I can't remember what the other one is. Anyways, it doesn't even matter. And I bought this, oh my goodness, probably 3 years ago. I really thought there was a name on here, but whatever. I was wanting to find out what this was so I could probably order another one. But these are just some standard TN size notebooks that are from Pipsticks. They came in their stationery box, and I thought, you know, maybe I'll try this size out. Maybe it's not necessarily, you know, maybe it's these types of books that I'm kind of bored with, the one in everything book, right? Just a one book planner. And maybe I need to kind of mix it up a little bit. I'm not really sure. I just did August. This is very plain and boring because I don't want to do too much. This is definitely going to be a trial run for August because I'm not sure if I like the standard and I'm not sure if I actually like TNs. I know, because again, I like everything in one planner. However, this has a space for my credit cards and my ID and money and whatever else you want to stick in here. I'm not going to put deco because I want to use it as a wallet. Now, granted, if I really wanted to decorate this, I could, and then have a credit card / wallet insert. That is obviously an option, but I kind of like having it over here, which is really nice. And I don't know, for right now, that's what I'm going to use it for. So I'm going to use this, but I'm also going to use this. And I think I'll carry this one. I'm just going to leave this here. I think I'm going to carry this one. I apologize, my filming is not on point today. But this is real life, so it's okay. I think I'll use this one for 1 week and then maybe switch to the TN for the next week and kind of see and play around with what size I like, if I prefer one over the other, and kind of go from there. So that is why I don't really want to decorate the month. I kind of just want to do maybe a little pen and paper. Maybe I will decorate it a little bit. I am going to kind of copy this one with the purple and blue and a little bit of green color scheme for the month of August. And I'm not sure if I want to do like a Hobonichi week setup where I do all of the months for the rest of the year up front and then kind of do like the weekly layouts. I like a week on 2 pages for my layouts. That much I know. I've had the daily Moleskine pocket, and I did not like that there is 1 day on each. I did not like that it was dailies. That drove me insane because I actually like to look over my whole week and see everything that I've written down, appointments, things that I've, needed to do that I haven't done, things I need to get, that sort of thing. I like to have it all at one glance. So the week on 2 pages definitely works for me. Now, I will say that I have split my week up where it's been a week on, I guess, 4 pages, because I'll do, like a note section, and then I'll do Monday through Wednesday, and then I'll do Friday through Sunday, and then maybe do like a recap or something like that. I have done that before. I just haven't done it that I remember in a TN, a standard TN more specifically, because I typically don't like this size. However, I'm almost kind of wondering if I just need more space and not less. I don't know. My only issue is, and I've seen lots of videos, especially from Monique, where she uses, she'll do like her weekly layout, or not layout, but her setup. So she'll have like her month and her weekly setup, and then she'll add in a couple other things in her one book, right? And then in her next one, she'll do maybe like her prayers or something to that effect, and so on and so forth, and have multiple books for her TN and do it that way. I was thinking, because this is lined, and not that that is going to stop me from using it a different way, I was thinking of maybe doing this as like, excuse me, as like I guess maybe a daily journal to kind of talk about. But the hard part about this is that with being a new mom, you don't have a lot of time, and I don't want to feel rushed with daily journaling, but I do love that the lined pages are enough to write about my day, maybe put in a couple pictures from my Polaroid Mint, because I do have, the pictures that are like this size. They're like this size, right? Maybe a little bit bigger, but that would be perfect to put in here and then just kind of journal about my day. And so I can still be creative. I can still, add some memory keeping pictures and that sort of thing. So I think that that might be what this is for. And it's just something that's different. I am thinking about adding maybe one more, excuse me, I don't know what is going on. I'm thinking, I'm thinking about adding maybe one more notebook. I'm not really sure. I don't know what I would use it for. So that's kind of where this one will be the deciding factor on whether or not I want to do the month and have it set up like this, like I do my everyday carry. Have the month, then do the weeks, then do the month, then do the weeks, because that's kind of how I like to do it. I like to have the month at the beginning and then the weeks almost like an actual planner that you buy from the store, right? Which not all of them are like that, but it does work for me. So for the month of August, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Again, I don't know if I want to do my months up front, like the Hobonichi weeks, and then the weeklies. My only thing with that is that I like to be able to have the month with the weeklies. I don't like to have, you know, all of these pages be the months and then it starts in July for the weeks and then I have to flip back to July or whatever month I'm in. That's my only hesitation with setting it up like that. I might honestly just keep it the way I've done it because it works for me and I really like having the month with the weeklies and not having it separated by X amount of months. I also don't think I have enough pages in this book to do August through December. I'd have to count. I'm not sure. And then also there's the other problem of, you know, what if I wanted to use, or not use, what if I wanted to do the month, the weeks, and then maybe like a habit tracker or a gratitude page, and then go to the next month and do it and repeat that. If I do all of the months that way, it doesn't necessarily give me a lot of playing room as far as, I'm sorry y'all, my videoing is, I'm not using the tripod clearly, but doing it like that, I don't really like it because if I'm doing gratitude, I like it to be with the month and the weeks, or if I'm doing anything to do with that month, I just like it all to be together is what I'm trying to say. Long story short, I like all of it to be together. I like everything for the month of August to be together, and that's just how I like my planner to be, regardless if it's going to be a TN or if it's going to be something else. So I do think this one's going to be for journaling. I'm not really sure what else to put in. Like, what do other people put in for their collections? You know, for their TN inserts, I guess I should say. I have no idea. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. One thing about this that I don't love is that the inserts are a lot shorter than the cover. It's not my favorite. I typically like to have the cover almost flush, but you know, with a little bit extra like this to kind of protect my tabs. So we'll see. I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me. It's really not. I don't know. We'll see. And like I said, I'll probably play around with this. Decorating these pockets are not really my thing. I don't really care for it. I've done it before in the past, and I like things to be functional, but also pretty. So if I can find a way for these to be functional while decorating them, like if I put some stickers up here that I'm going to use, okay, fine, I can do that. I don't get anything from decorating this and it being pretty and just looking at it every time I open up my planner. That's not really me. And that's okay. Everybody's different. So I need to figure out, if I'm not going to use this for a wallet, you know, if I decide not to do this, what am I going to put in here if I don't want to use it as a wallet? So that is what I have so far. I guess I will, you know, check back in maybe halfway. Let's see, we have what, 4.5 weeks in August, so I'll probably check back at the end of August and just kind of maybe do a recap, talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, that sort of thing, because I'm not sure. I'm hoping that this works. I would like to use a TN, a standard TN. The pocket TNs are a little bit too small for my liking. I think they're a little bit smaller than the A6. I'm sure I could find some that are around the A6 size, but I know that they're also like, you know, you probably cut off like, wow, this much maybe from an A6. Maybe not so much, maybe like that. But I don't necessarily want to lose space this way. Like lengthwise I'm okay, but widthwise I'm really not. This is probably about as small as I'll go for widthwise. And part of that is because I have a little bit of larger handwriting. It takes a lot of concentration and effort for me to write small, and I just don't have the patience for that, if I'm being honest. And you know, that's okay. I know what works for me with some of these. And yeah, so that's all I have for now. I will, like I said, I'll definitely check back in and see where I'm at, what I like, what I didn't like. I actually really love this paper. So this paper is a little bit thicker. It's not, obviously not Tomoe River paper, which is fine because I'm kind of having a dislike with that right now. A lot of my favorite pens tend to smear on Tomoe River paper, and I don't want to fight with it, and I don't want to wait for things to dry in my planner, and that's okay. So this is thicker, and I actually really enjoy it. So, you know, I could even, I mean, I don't really want to cut these down. Anyways, I'll have to just play around with this one and see what I like and don't like. And like I said, I'm probably not gonna decorate too much with the calendar portion of it. The weeks I might decorate it, just to kind of figure out what it is that I want to do, and then, you know, go from there. I thought about buying more inserts. I have a couple other ones that Pips sent that I really like, but I mean, I guess they're the same. I shouldn't say I really like. They're the same. They're just different covers. And I can always change this. I can always add to it. I can always put something different over it. It's not a big deal. But, oh, the reason why I said I like the thicker paper is because a lot of my pens, I've already done a pen test. Where is it? Is it? Oh, it's right here. I've already done a pen test just very quickly. And so far, a lot of the ones that I can't use on Tomoe River paper, I can use on this paper. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, I will check back in and see how things are going in a few weeks. And hopefully I come up with something, because I will be really sad if I don't use this one too. It's very cute, and I love the size of the calendar. I really love how this is turning out. I think this is going to work great, and if I have to use 2 planners for the month of August, then so be it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I wanted to come on here and talk about, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I want it to be very quick, and I think this is one of my shorter ones, so yay. All right, well, thanks everybody, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.